Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Collectibles AMA with our beautiful Adeline. How are you, Adeline?
Hello. Hi. My allergies are gone. I'm
Oh, that's great. So no more allergies. Where are you at
actually
the
I'm
moment?
I'm in Hakone. It's a lake resort celebrating my final AMA. So I decided to be relaxed in a relaxed mode and I'm so happy because my allergies are gone.
Well
See?
done.
I'm like clear.
Well, we
Yeah.
couldn't tell. You look just as beautiful every AMA.
No, I thought the last one was like a bit weird, but it's okay, never mind.
No,
Who
you look
cares?
beautiful. Okay. So,
Hello.
so you're in
Good
Hakone.
vibes.
You're so lucky. You're traveling around
Hello.
all the time.
Yeah, I am constantly on the move. But last week was a little bit tough because I had been traveling for a week already last week. So then I went back home and then I'm in Hakone. So I'm all good and recharged and resurrected.
Oh, great, great. Well, you know what? Tonight is going to be a very special AMA, and we will let everyone know it's not your last one. It is just your last one for the
It's not.
series.
Oh
No,
my.
it's not. It's just your last one for the series of My Time and Space, right?
Ah,
And
okay.
as we discussed, and as those who have been following us, as we know, we've already showcased two of the painting from Adeline's My Time and Space series. We've done the first one, which is My Time and Space, and
Yes,
then we've done
that's
the second
right.
one, which is the woman in blue in blue
Yes,
dress.
blue dress.
Tonight, what have we got?
We have fresh tomatoes on a tray.
Have you got it with you? Oh
Yes, I
no! Oh, you
do.
do. You
I
carry it with you.
do. I
You
brought
carry it with
it.
you.
Yeah, it's okay. Just need to put it in the car.
Can we just? Oh, that's beautiful. It
It
looks
is.
nice like this rather than in the picture.
I know. Can you see the juicy, the huge
Yes.
tomato? And look at this, the tray. Uh, gorgeous, gorgeous,
This
gorgeous.
looks this looks very European. It's like those Roma tomatoes on you call it tomatoes. I call it
Fresh
tomatoes because
tomatoes,
you're from
tomatoes,
the southern
tomatoes.
hemisphere. You're from the northern hemisphere.
Yes, but
So
yeah, the old masters, the impressionists, they used to paint a lot of still life, and I was like very, yeah, I love it. Suzanne.
where did you get the tomatoes from? Where did you get this tomato from?
Well, Japan, Japan.
Also, okay, so this painting was painted in Japan.
Yeah, yeah, because I've been here for 5 years, right? So I painted this uh last year, I think.
Okay, so this is very important for the audience.
Yes,
Listen very carefully. When did you create this painting?
2021.
2021. It's beautiful. I like
It
it.
is.
It's
It
very
is.
European. I thought you did it while you're in Europe or something.
No, I did it in Japan because I never really liked tomatoes much. But
Really?
ever since I came here, I tried the Japanese tomatoes. They're sweet.
I tell
They're,
you,
they're
tomato
nice.
is my favorite fruit.
I
Now,
know, right? With salads, with the Greek, feta cheese and all the
yeah,
salad.
but do you
Oh,
know that tomato is actually a
wonderful.
vegetable? It's not a fruit.
Right.
It's a vegetable.
Okay, everyone, it's a vegetable. Tomatoes are
It's
vegetables.
one of my favorite vegetables. I love tomatoes. It's
Yeah, it's superfood, good for
I
the
think it
skin. They're
goes
high in
yeah it goes, but
antioxidants.
don't eat too much though. You turn red.
Yeah, okay, no, well, I won't.
If you want rosy cheeks, you can have lots of tomatoes. Okay, so
Oh
tell us about this
no.
painting, Adeline. Tell us about these tomatoes on the tray. What makes you paint tomatoes? There's so many fruits. There's bananas. There's like vegetables. You can get carrots. But what makes you pick a tomato instead of
Okay,
any other?
I'm not sure if you know this, but I really like to eat. So I'm always eating. And I eat all sorts of things. So Italian food is my favorite. In fact, I've never been to Italy and I do intend to
Love Italian
go
food.
sometime soon. Yes, I want to go to Lake Como and I want to do all of that. And I want to eat all the fresh salads, the pastas, and oh, it's so hearty. And I love a good spread. So I was thinking of that actually when I painted this painting. And I think I will be in Italy for my birthday next year.
Oh, well done. Fantastic. So you actually chose to paint a tomato because you were thinking of Italian food.
Yes, and I was thinking of Italy.
Wow. Perfect. Because tomato really is the base of most
It
anyway.
is.
Not
It
all,
is.
but most Italian food. It's like, I
Yes.
have some Italian friends, and then they have this season once a year, right? Where they get
Yes.
together,
Yes.
the whole family get involved, and it's like a whole weekend or something like that, where they just make tomato sauce.
Right.
They will just get tomatoes, and they will have homemade tomato sauce, and they will just give it away to their friends and families,
Yeah.
So it is a big thing in Italy. Tomato is a big, big thing. I think it's a national fruit, isn't it? Or national vegetable, I think. I don't know.
And I
Anyways.
think with Italian food, I think everyone gets to eat. It's very hearty. It's a lot of
Yeah.
laughter, a lot of cheer.
I,
It's not stifling. It's not stifling. It's
find
really,
I find
yeah.
that the
It's a
Italian culture
group.
is very close to the
Fun.
Chinese culture. It's all about
Yeah, very
family,
c'est la
about
vie.
togetherness.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love la dolce vita.
Okay, so we got a question already.
Yes.
Have you
Have
ever run out
you
of
ever?
ideas? Have you ever run out of ideas, creativity, or inspiration? If that's the case, how can you get it back?
Yes, of course. I run up ideas all the time. So I travel to be inspired by new landscapes, new scenery, new moments. I visit restaurants. I love a good meal. I really love a good meal. It can be anything. It can even be in a cafe. A cup of coffee makes my day. I love coffee. Yeah, just about everything. So every day is inspiring for me, and every day is fresh for me. So I live each day with a spring in my step, and I'm always very excited to see what the day is going to bring me, what it beckons. Yeah. And by the way,
Amazing.
by the way, I have a poem, of my
Please read it
tomato
for us.
painting. Can I read it?
Yeah, please.
Okay, here goes. Oh, that warm summer breeze and the lull of these waves, all beckoning, all consuming, inviting me to enjoy a plate of fresh and luscious plate of red and ripened tomatoes that taste like sweet heaven on earth.
Fantastic. So that
You
goes
like
with
it?
that will go very well. That goes with the painting, right?
Yeah.
That will
Just
go with the
remember red
painting.
and ripened tomatoes that taste like sweet
Red and
heaven on earth.
ripened.
Those are
Yeah.
the keywords.
Yes. So it's a beautiful painting, and
Yes.
your inspiration for this painting is Italian food.
Yes, Italian food, and
And
also like
visiting Italy.
and also Japanese vegetables, Japanese tomatoes. Japanese vegetables are awesome. I love them.
Yeah, very
They're a bit
important.
expensive, but they're awesome. And I also love I also love their fruits. So
Adeline,
yeah, I mean I was
I
in
have a
that phase.
question here. I have a question, right? And
Yes.
and my question is this: I don't find tomato very common or being used often in Japanese food. Can you name me a Japanese dish that showcase tomato as the main ingredient?
Okay, you're breaking up. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay.
I'm
A
just saying
Japanese dish with
that
tomatoes.
with tomato as the main
Mm,
ingredient. As the main
As the
ingredient.
main ingredient. No, no, they don't use much of that. Only in salads. Yeah, I come
So
to
that's
think of
that's what I was
it.
thinking, right? It's only in salad, so I can't remember eating a Japanese
Yeah.
dish that has tomato
Unless
as
unless
as
it's
a
a
main,
fusion.
ingredient. Yeah,
That's
unless
right.
it's
Unless it's a
fusion.
fusion restaurant, Italian Japanese, then you get,
Mm, mm, mm.
a bit of both. But you're right. An authentic Japanese restaurant does not have tomatoes as a key feature. Maybe just a plate of tomatoes alone by itself,
Yep.
with some sides. But you're right. I think I should explore more of that, and I
Mm.
should ask, yeah, the chefs to whip up something that will be close to culture.
There you go. You can invent. You can invent one. You can invent a
Yes.
Japanese dish.
Now I'm inspired.
Okay, well that's fantastic.
Okay.
So
Right.
so this is the fresh tomatoes on a tray, beautiful painting. Okay, and we want to talk about another paintings that's not a part of your time and space
Oh,
series.
okay.
Now I
Right.
know you haven't got it with you because we've got it, all right,
Right.
and it's
Okay.
massive. It's just too big for us to even bring it to anywhere.
Okay. I know which
But
one it is.
I will put that on the screen and you can tell us about it. Not this one, this one.
Oh, illumination. Oh, that's a masterpiece. And yes, I am looking for yeah,
Does it
the
bring back memory looking at this piece?
owner. Yes, it does. This kind of sums up my entire journey as an artist. So it's my past, present, and my future.
Right. Look, just for the information, you're looking at it like this, right? I don't think people really get the perspective. This painting is huge. It's as tall as me. It's like 1.58 meters, isn't it?
It's in length. In length, it's about close to 2 meters.
Yep.
Height, yeah, about 1.6
1.6.
thereabouts. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
So
huge.
it's huge. It's a
It's huge,
massive. But when you look at
massive.
this in the small space on your screen, it doesn't really do this painting any justice. But when you look at this painting in its real form, like
Yes.
this massive wall of colors,
Yeah,
really, you
it's,
know?
by the way, if you notice, the bottom does not it's not the same as the top, right? Yeah.
Yes, it's very different.
So,
So okay, I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna let you tell us about this painting.
well, illumination. Well, I have my book, right? Viva, Live Illuminated. So it was kind of like inspired by my book. Okay, so like an extension actually of my book, Viva. And of course, Viva means life. And to have your life illuminated, it tells of so many things. To have one's life illuminated brings about all the positive vibes, a new energy, your recharge. In fact, my statement for illumination would be to be renewed for the future.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. In short, to be renewed for the future. Yeah.
And when was
So
sorry, go on.
yes.
Sorry.
Well, when did I create it? I
Yes.
created it in a couple of years ago. Um, yeah, I was searching for a buyer, but I'm a little particular about that.
When
So
was it created? When was it created then?
I think it was created in 2015.
That's more than a couple of years ago. That's 7 years ago.
Yeah, well, perfect seven. There you
And where
go.
was it created?
Where was it created? It was
Where did you
created.
painted this?
At the time it was in my Singapore studio, and
Okay.
the older one. So yeah,
So this painting, you painted this in Singapore, is that right?
I painted this in Singapore,
Before you moved to
and
Japan?
yes, but then it's now with you guys, right, in
Yeah,
Hong Kong. Yeah, please look after it for me.
we
It's
will. We will.
absolutely
It's got its very
gorgeous.
special place in our gallery.
Oh
Now,
my God!
in case you want people
Hello.
to remember,
Yes.
where was this painted? Singapore. Remember this, okay?
Yes, and the statement is to be renewed for the future.
Fantastic. Now,
Yes.
you're telling us about your book. Tell us about your book.
Right. So Viva, I don't have many copies left. And I have decided that from now onwards, whoever who owns my artwork will get a copy of this book. It is no
Perfect.
longer in production. I will not be reproducing it. It consists of two collections of my art exhibitions. The key masterpieces are in there. Great works, great works. Yeah,
Now, I see some writings on the adjacent page, right? What are they? What was
yes.
what
So,
written?
well, they are actually my poems. My
Oh,
poems.
so it's got
Okay.
your poems in there as well.
Yes.
Does
So
the
this,
poem like
yeah.
accompany each painting?
Yes. The poem sets the context and the setting for the artwork. So, for example, this is called My Cottage of Love. Okay. So
Ooh.
if I read it, it says, I live to dream, to read a page of joy. I sit and watch the pretty flowers grow. I feel the water in my hands. I hear the birds tweet and sing. I touch the wind, it's cool and calm. A special kind of magic happens, a special kind of love. My heart sings and flows.
Now, now that cottage, what makes you paint and what goes through your mind when you painted this cottage?
Oh, I think, well, before I created this, these artworks, these are like my very first two collections, my early
Oh my
collections. And
goodness.
for one that is quite attuned to the world, during that time, I had never seen snow. So I
Oh,
guess this was kind of like a cottage in the woods. And I imagine a fireplace. And of course, now being in Japan, I see a lot of snow. But at the time, I had never seen snow.
so this is
Um,
very long time. So this was done
This was
before
done, I
you?
think, 10 years ago.
Wow. So in your mind, where were you, like, where have you calculated yourself to in this painting?
I don't know, maybe somewhere
Europe?
in Europe. I love Europe. It's got, it's
Mm.
romantic. It's got all the right it's got the right ambiance. It's got the right vibe. But it could be anywhere. That
Yeah.
anyone can relate to. Even in the U.S., lots of snow.
Yeah.
Lots of snow there. Yeah,
Be up in the mountains.
in the mountains. That's right. Or Switzerland.
Yes.
Yeah, I love Lausanne. Yeah. So yeah.
And for those who hasn't joined us in the last two AMA with Adeline, just to
Yes.
recap,
Hello.
she is a finger painter.
I am a finger
She
painter.
created all
Yes.
these painting with her hands, with her fingers and her hands. So no brush involved, just her fingers and her hand. So can you imagine all this beautiful painting created not using any brush, not using any brushes, just her fingers. Okay. So right. So
I see some really interesting questions.
okay. So
They
let's
are.
proceed.
Which ones should I even start with?
Okay.
Which ones should I
Do
answer?
you have any exhibition coming up? I think that one we answered a
We
few.
addressed it at the second
Yeah.
AMA. We're
Yep.
planning one this year. Yes, most likely. Yes. And
Okay.
what else?
Then one for artists trying to venture out into this relatively new NFT industry. Do you have a piece of advice to them?
For artists trying to venture out into this new industry, I think you have to work with the right partners. You got to authenticate your artworks. I guess you just need to, yeah, to be ready also, mentally, and just go with your passion. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so we got something else we want to talk about besides your painting, Adeline. Now,
Yes.
we also understand you have ventured into something else which incorporate your painting anyway. Okay,
Okay.
what is that?
Yes.
What is
Uh,
your other venture besides painting?
are you talking about my labels?
We're talking about no, not your gene.
No, which ones? But sorry, but
Yeah, we
this
know
is
about your
actually
gene. I
really
love that
beautiful.
artwork on
I
your gene. I
know,
love
I
that. And
know.
there is a painting of that as well, isn't there? Is there a painting?
There is a painting of this. Yeah, it's called Sakura.
Okay. I'll give you a hint. It is the drink that everyone drinks in Japan and in Japan only. Well, it's drunk worldwide, but
Okay, it's sake. Yes. So
well
of
done.
course, I
10
have
points
all.
for you.
I have about close to 20 labels right now with different breweries, and but I've created three masterpieces, two in particular that I would
Yep.
like to showcase. And the most important part is that they have actually been designed with a new packaging in mind. Well, it's not new packaging, but it comes with an outer. The whole thing is as one.
Okay.
It's as you can tell right
So
here.
this is how this sake comes in, right? That.
Yes. It's called kohaku. Kohaku is the name of the color amber, in which also is a vintage sake. And this one in particular is 25 years vintage sake, traditionally made, all handcrafted by a traditional means of brewing the rice and manufacturing and creating the sake. So you can actually keep this for a really long time. It's like the modern day version of kimoto, but 25 years ago or 50 years ago, everyone used their hands, and there weren't any machines, and everyone lived in the countryside. There was and so it was very, very, everything was handcrafted. It was this was kept 25 years ago until today, and I'm so
So
excited to show it to you guys. And yes, and the owner would be owning both the sake,
and the
as
art
well as
itself.
the packaging, which is traditional wood, all handcrafted with hands, by a very lovely and renowned manufacturer in Japan. And inside is gold urushi, which is the Japanese lacquer for Japanese trees only found in Japan. And most of all, it comes with my painting. And
Let's have a look
this
at the painting.
one,
Let's have a look at
yes,
the artwork. Let's have a
yes,
look.
the tiger's eye. The
Studio,
tiger's
can we have
eye.
the artwork on the screen, please?
Yes, the tiger's eye. Oh my God, this
So,
is
so, so, no,
beautiful.
the artwork.
The
You know,
tiger's eye. Let's look at the
yeah,
tiger's eye.
this.
Yes,
So it's still got the bottle in the middle. Now, I want to clarify, right?
yes,
This bottle contains sake that's 25 years old.
yes. It's called
And it's
Daiginjo.
handcrafted.
Yeah, Daiginjo. Yeah, 25 years ago, everything was really provincial. No machines, nothing, and it has been stored, very well. And it's 25 years old, just like Japanese whiskey. So this is the new trend.
Okay, so this is one of the bottles. Now we have another bottle as part of the series. So this artwork, how big is this painting?
I
Accompany the
cannot.
whiskey, sorry, the sake.
I
How big is
cannot.
this
I
painting that
cannot
will accompany
remember
the
the
sake and
directions,
its
but
packaging?
I can't remember the directions. I mean the measurements. Um, uh, maybe just slightly less than a meter.
That's big.
Yes.
That's huge.
Slightly less
Slightly
than a
less than a
meter.
meter.
Yes, I would try to look for a picture for
And it's
you.
painted, and you use your finger to paint this eye of the tiger. So
Yes, yes. You like it?
I love it. It's beautiful. Now,
So this is the size. This is the size. Can you see it?
yes, that's big. That's big.
That's
That's about
me. That's
yeah.
me
It's not.
yeah, in the factory. That's me in the factory.
I think it's about 50. It's about half a meter wide.
Yeah, it's less than yeah.
Yeah, it's about half a
Well,
meter, maybe a little bit more than half a meter, 60 or something like that.
yeah,
But that's but
but
it's
it's amazing. Don't you love the eye? It's
yes.
fantastic.
So
Fantastic.
the art and the sake and the packaging come as a set. Am I right?
Yes, yes. The collector would own the art and the sake bottle, which comes with the packaging, the beautiful packaging, which has been customized and
Yep.
created, in its entirety, just for the label.
Okay. So we've got something else on the screen now. This
Yes,
is
this is
another one.
and this is a huge painting. This is a very huge painting. I cannot remember the exact measurements. You guys have it, but it's huge. It's about a meter
Mm.
tall. Yeah, and or even more than a meter. I'm not sure, but it's huge, and it's called the Tiger Within, and it's
Yeah.
got my signature strokes. That little kind of like a fan beside the tiger, and
Mhm.
this is one of my signature strokes. So this is a very signature painting, and can you see the tiger appearing? And you
It
can
is very, very well hidden, but you can see it.
yes,
I like the way it is like you need to look for it because it sort of blend into its environment, and that's what tigers do, right? Tigers blend into their environment in nature. You
yes,
know,
and they're predators. They're
they're
yeah,
predators. They're one of the best predator in the world, and they just blend into nature, and it's epitomized in this
yes,
painting
and
where
they're
this
sharp.
tiger
Yeah, the
just literally
vision is
blend into
acute.
the painting, right? So
Yes.
can we, studio? Can we just show a picture of the painting just by itself, please?
Do we have a picture of the painting just by itself?
Yeah, we do
I'm not.
with the bottle in there. I think we do. I'm sure we do.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we
But
do.
it's okay. We can
Okay,
always
so
check this out.
this is okay. Well, let's talk about the bottle and the packaging first before we go into the painting. Tell us about the bottle and the packaging.
Yes, so the the bottle is also it also contains 25 years vintage sake. And the bottle, as you can tell, it's got the measurements of the box beside it. It measures very well, all in with clear precision. And if you look at the circle on the box, and when you put the bottle in there, you can actually see the image of the tiger peeking out at you. So that's what I'm trying to convey. The tiger within and its predatory nature. Yeah.
Okay, well, is this sake the same as the one with the tiger's eye, or is it a different sake?
It's the same sake. They are daiginjos, both the same sake.
Just in different packaging, is that right?
Um, just a different packaging, but under the same umbrella, Kohaku. It's called.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
under lot number 1 of 3.
Yep.
Yes, and it's also sorry, I forgot to mention, in the box there is a on the base where the sake would be standing, the bottle would be standing. It's I think it's original orange urushi. So
Oh
you
wow.
cannot really tell, but you cannot really tell here, but yes.
Okay, studio, can we go back to that picture, where that photo where we have the bottle and the art, the one where you can see the art most clearly? That one there, that one.
Okay, here it is.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Oh my
Now,
God, it's
tell
amazing.
us
So
about.
imagine if the bottle was. Imagine if the case was closed. Okay, so you'll
Yeah,
actually be able to see the tiger.
the whole thing. But I think everyone's got a good sort of perspective of what this painting sort of look like. So the question I have is this, right? And I'm sure some of the audience is interested.
Yes.
Why tiger?
Why tiger? Because I think this year is 2022, repetitive 2, and also it's the year of the tiger in all the zodiacs. Well, the Chinese zodiac and the Japanese zodiacs are the same. They're synonymous, and so I thought, and also because during this time, all the fashion houses will be inspired by the zodiac animal for the year, and they would set the stage for the collections, hovering around the animal. So I thought this would be the best time to feature the tiger. Yes,
Wow.
and tiger is a very strong, creature.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
magnificent
I can.
creature.
So both painting has tiger as the theme, right? So obviously,
Yes,
what you
Kohaku.
just said,
Kohaku. Yes, it's
it's
an original name.
launched for
Yes,
this year because it's the year of the tiger. Except
yes,
that you have one that is just the eye, and
yes.
then you have one that is just this hidden tiger in its environment. Now, why did you choose these two perspective of a tiger?
Well, the eye, interestingly, came out supernaturally again.
Really?
Yes, I was supposed to paint something else, but somehow that didn't happen, and this eye came out, and it's amazing. It's if you look at the painting, it's amazing. The eye, and it's the presence, and
Can we have a look
it's
at the eye again, studio? Can we just put that painting back on the eye, please? And I want
oh,
Adeline to tell us
it's
about this
gorgeous,
because it looks.
gorgeous.
I mean, tiger is one of the most beautiful looking creature. Everyone knows that.
Yes,
Look at that.
it
It
is absolutely gorgeous.
it is. So yeah. So it has that mystical, burning, passion in it, hasn't it?
Yes, it does. And if you Google all the meanings, the symbol, what the tiger means, its presence and its strength, it's all in
It's all
one
encompassed
place.
in that,
Yeah,
and that
it's all in
fantastic,
there. Yeah.
majestic animal. Now I understand we now have a picture of the other painting, studio. Am I correct? Shall we put that on for everyone to
Oh, by
appreciate?
the way, can you see my signature on the bottle? So that's my signature.
Oh
Can you
yeah,
see?
we can.
Oh,
I think there's a bit of. But while the studio is trying, okay, so we got a question here.
acrylic on canvas.
What sort of materials you use to make this? So acrylic on canvas.
And for the packaging, it's traditional Japanese wood, handcrafted, all made by hand. There was a special movement of bending the wood so that it's all in a precise measurement. Not this, but if you look at the other, the packaging. Can we look at the other packaging? The first image where we
Okay,
were.
studio. Can we go back to the packaging for this bottle? The one with the circle, right?
Yes,
With the
yeah,
circular, with the
yes.
circle, with the
Not
wooden circle.
this.
Not
These are my
this.
tomatoes. But not
Not
this,
this.
not this, the other
Not
one,
this.
the other one.
That
Yes,
one. Yes.
yes. So if you look at the box, you can tell it's not a full circle. It's got a bend. It's got they're bends, right? So actually, they are actually precise bends. They're actually precise bends, and they are, well, they have a method of actually bending the wood. So this is
Oh, I
all,
see it now.
yes, yes,
It's not smooth. It's got that edges. You can
yes,
see
yeah.
where
So if you look at
oh,
it
it's actually
sideways,
one piece of wood.
yeah, if you look at it sideways, you'll be able to tell. But
Right. Yeah, you can
but
sort of see it. You can see the
yes,
unevenness. Yes, yes.
yes, yeah,
Okay. So that is the packaging. What amazing. Okay. So I just want to say, right, now that you've seen this four beautiful piece of art and two bottles of sake,
yes,
including the two that was shown previously,
yes.
Woman in the Blue Dress and My Time and Space, all these are going to be available for auction on the 5th of June on the auction site, first bid. Now, we are going to run another event tomorrow. Okay. We're going to run another event tomorrow. Follow us on our social media pages: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. And we're having an event tomorrow to launch collectibles range of art and
Mm.
items that's going to be available for auction, and all of Adeline's painting will be available for auction. We're going to talk more about the auction process tomorrow. Okay, there's going to be two more POAPs for giveaway tomorrow. All right, and the POAP tomorrow will be the painting of the tigers, the two tiger painting. All right. And if you want to know more about Adeline's painting and the auction, come in tomorrow. And if you want to know how to get them, join us tomorrow for our AMA. All right. And see
Right.
how you can bid for this beautiful painting. Now, in order to win tonight's POAP, the one with illumination and the one with the fresh tomatoes on a tray, you have to answer this question. For the fresh tomatoes on the tray, you're going to have to tell us, all right, by clicking on the link. There's a Gleam link that you have to click. I think it's on our social media page as well. There's a link. It's a gleam.io. Now, Studio, can we flash that link on our screen, please? Studio. There you go. It's coming. It's scrolling across now. HTTPS Gleam. That will be posted on our comment section anyway for you to enter that website. Now, to win the POAP for the fresh tomatoes, you have to answer this question: which year is it created? Okay, you have
Which
to answer.
year was it created?
Yes.
Which year
Which
for?
year was it created? Okay.
Ah!
Now, to win the POAP for illumination, you have to answer this question: where was it created?
That's not difficult, guys.
Yeah, because everyone's gonna think that it's in Japan because that's where you are, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm just looking at the questions. There are a lot of questions. There's this
There are
guy.
a lot of questions. Why do
Why
you
did you
choose
choose
why
a
you choose
similar
similar
color?
color of background for packaging as the bottle as of
Well, as you know, the
bottle of
25
liquid?
years vintage sake is amber. It's a color of amber.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it's color of amber. It's a bit yellowish, brownish. If you Google, you can find the exact color and shade. Well, we worked with the manufacturer, the factory, and they were the ones whose expertise were in like creating these very very special wooden boxes
Right.
using a traditional means. And I had to choose a partner that was very similar to what I did. Everything is handcrafted. Sake is made by hands. I'm a finger painter. And of course, the factory that produced it, the people that were manufacturing the box, were also creating the boxes with their
With your
hands.
hands, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have answered two of your questions, Pranjal Jane.
Yeah, it's
How do you
amazing. I mean,
do?
everything from the content to
Okay.
the art to the
Yes.
packaging, they're all
Yes.
handmade in
Yes.
traditional ways.
Yes. Well,
Right?
everything is very mechanical these days. So I wanted to go back to the roots, and it's always very nice, to send a letter, to send a card, to write something.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think these are very important to go back to reading. Everything's digital now, but I still love
Yeah.
a book. I still love
Yes.
a
Yes.
good read, a good book.
Going
Yes.
back to basics, right?
Back to
And you
basics.
know what? now that you mention, right, going back
Yes.
to basics, it makes me think that, before people start painting with brush, I'm sure they started painting with fingers.
I'm not sure. The masters use their brushes though. I
No, I'm
never
talking about,
really.
we're talking about before brushes were invented.
Right. I don't
What did
know.
you paint with? I'm
I
sure they
have
used
no
fingers. And
idea.
then
Maybe with
someone would have said, you know what, I
sticks.
can't do a good job with this.
Maybe with sticks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe with sticks,
I don't
with your
know.
fingers.
I know. Or some other
Anyway,
medium. Some
going
other
back to
medium.
basics. Either way, it's all about using your hands to make things, right? It's using
Yes.
your hands to create. And that's
Yes.
fantastic, Adeline. Now, thank you
So
very much
thank you
for coming on
guys.
board again with us on another fantastic show. Now, I'm sure we're going to have more with you coming up. Okay. And please follow us. Follow us on our social media pages for upcoming events. We'll see more of Adeline and more of her other artwork. And perhaps we get to talk about her book, her gin, which she secretly let out. I love the gin.
Oh, I know. It's fantastic.
Trust
It's
again.
fantastic.
Let,
Oh my
I'm a
God.
gin person.
I tell you, it's got sakura essence, it's wonderful. You don't even need to mix it with water or soda water.
Yeah.
You just drink it as a shot. It's like, it's overwhelming.
Is there like only one flavor, or do you have like different flavors?
No, sakura gin, because,
Okay.
it's to match the painting.
Well, let's talk about this another time.
Yeah, so it's absolutely wonderful.
We'll save this.
Get
We'll
it from
save
my
this.
Singapore distributors, or the website is
What's the website?
The Liquor Merchants .sg.
Liquor Merchant. Okay. Is it available anywhere else besides Singapore?
Yes, it is available in Vietnam. Yeah.
In Vietnam
And
as well.
and,
Perfect.
and yeah, for now, these are my key markets. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, Adeline. It's a
Thanks,
pleasure. Always a
guys.
pleasure having you on board. And thank you to our viewers who's been coming on and listening to us talk about art and our artists and our beautiful Adeline. Is there anything you want to say to our viewers, Adeline?
No, not for today, but maybe eat more tomatoes.
Fantastic. And I support
Super
that.
good.
Eat more tomatoes. Tomatoes. I'm starting to call tomatoes in Australia. It's tomatoes.
Tomatoes. Well, whatever. That works for you guys. Yeah, Tim, it's
Excellent.
okay. Your English is not. No, it's fine. You guys
Perfect.
are you guys are typing all these questions. I'm so sorry. I cannot have the time to answer all of them, but thank you so much. It's very fun. I've never done this before. It's out of my comfort zone.
Well, we
and
had
I'm
fun
like-
having you on board. I must say,
I get very nervous doing these
really
things,
enjoyed.
but
I really
but
enjoyed
thank
talking
you
to
for
you.
joining.
Yeah, I really enjoyed talking to you. So yes, so thank you everybody. Thank you,
Thanks,
Adeline.
guys. Thanks,
And we'll hope
Kevin.
to see you all again soon.
Collectibles.
But we have another event tomorrow. Please make sure you come on our event tomorrow to find out how to buy or auction for one of Adeline's painting and the sake. Okay, we'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you very much, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Say lovely.
Bye. Bye.